The next hymn I selected for my series, Hymns of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is hymn number 98, I Need Thee Every Hour. The text was written by Annie Sherwood Hawks, and her story is kind of interesting. She was a young homemaker, a wife, and a mother, and one day when she was 37 years old, on this bright June morning, she was just busy with her typical daily household tasks. Suddenly, I became so filled with the sense of nearness to the Master that wondering how one could live without him, either in joy or pain, these words were ushered into my mind, the thought at once taking full possession of me. I need thee every hour. Seating myself by the open windows, I caught up my pencil and committed the words to paper. The music for this hymn, I Need Thee Every Hour, is perhaps just as divinely inspired as the words, although we may not see it at first. The composer, Dr. Robert Lowry, is a very prominent gospel writer. He wrote over 500 songs related to Christianity. And he explains how he wrote this song. And just for a preface, I don't necessarily agree or love the way that he portrays his viewpoint. My brain is sort of a spinning machine, I think, for there is music running through it all the time. I do not pick out my music on the keys of an instrument. The tunes of nearly all the hymns I have written have been completed on paper before I tried them on the organ. I think it is true that people are talented and that your own work and your own hard effort will get you places. And some people can just sit down and compose music. However, I would surmise that for the majority of musicians, it does not come easy, if it comes at all. We can sit for hours and hours on the piano bench, waiting for that inspiration and not receive any. And I think this is because the music to I Need Thee Every Hour was just as divinely inspired as the words. It wasn't about the composer, it wasn't about the person, it wasn't about me or you. It's about all of us and what we can do to serve other people. If our gifts and our talents aren't used in a way that can benefit others, then we're not helping anything. We're not making the world a better place. But I do know that God will inspire humans and touch and enlighten our minds if we let him. And I believe that this hymn and its words and its music were divinely inspired. They didn't necessarily just come from a genius doctor's brain, but rather they came from an all-knowing, omnipotent source. That would be our Heavenly Father. Never forget how we need him every hour. We may be talented in music, in poetry, in song or dance, but we need to share that with people besides ourselves. I know that we need Jesus Christ and we need Heavenly Father every hour. And so I hope you enjoy this version of I Need Thee Every Hour.